Want to learn the essential life and health insurance topics quickly? This slides guide is packed with high-priority points to help you study smarter, not longer. Now, let's dive into life insurance underwriting. Purpose of underwriting. Underwriting is the process used to determine if an applicant is insurable and what premium rate should apply. It is critical because material facts about the applicant can influence whether the insurer accepts or rejects the application. The primary goal of underwriting is to protect the insurer against adverse selection, which occurs when individuals with higher than average risk are more likely to apply for coverage. Underwriters classify risks carefully and only accept those that fall within the insurer's guidelines. Underwriting process. The process begins by reviewing the applicant's information against the insurer's standards. Larger policies usually undergo more comprehensive underwriting because the financial exposure is higher. Sources of information include the application itself, medical reports, attending physician statements, reports from the Medical Information Bureau, MIB, special questionnaires for high-risk activities, inspection reports, and credit reports. Each source provides insight into the applicant's health, lifestyle, and financial stability. The application. Applicants must have an insurable interest at the time of application, meaning they would suffer a financial loss if the insured dies. The application has 3 parts. Part 1 gathers general information such as age, date of birth, sex, address, marital status, occupation, type of policy, amount of coverage, beneficiary information, other insurance, and lifestyle factors like tobacco use, hazardous hobbies, aviation, or military service. Part 2 contains medical information including health history, medical exams, and lab tests. Part 3 is the agent's report, where the agent notes observations about the applicant's financial condition, character, and background. Accuracy in this section is essential because errors can affect underwriting decisions. Credit and investigation reports. Credit reports help the insurer assess the likelihood that premiums will be paid on time. Under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, applicants must be notified if a report is used and informed if it affects the premium or policy issuance. Inspection reports evaluate character, lifestyle, and financial stability and are usually reserved for large policies due to cost. Medical reports and attending physician statements are used when more information is needed for higher face amounts or questionable medical history. Warranties and representations. Warranties are statements guaranteed to be true, and a false warranty can void the policy. Representations are statements the applicant believes to be true, they are not guaranteed exact. Both are critical for underwriting and legal enforceability. Medical Information Bureau and regulatory considerations. The MIB is a nonprofit database that helps insurers detect misrepresentation or fraud and prevents adverse selection. Applicants are not notified if a decline is based on MIB information. Life insurance underwriting must also comply with the USA Patriot Act, requiring anti-money laundering programs, and HIPAA, which protects health information. Special questionnaires may be required for aviation, military service, or hazardous occupations. Risk classification. Underwriters classify applicants into 4 main categories. Preferred risks are low-risk individuals who receive lower premiums. Standard risks represent average risk and are offered normal rates. Substandard risks are higher risk, often rated up to reflect higher expected claims. Some applicants may be declined entirely if the risk is too high. Field underwriting and agent duties. Field underwriting is the first line of defense against adverse selection. Agents are responsible for submitting complete and accurate applications, collecting premiums, notifying the insurer of errors, and delivering policies while explaining coverage. Errors in the application must be corrected by the applicant with initials. Agents also provide the buyer's guide, policy summary, and suitability forms to help match customers with appropriate policies. Both agent and applicant signatures are required, and third-party ownership must be documented. Premiums, receipts, and effective date. Policies are not valid until the initial premium is collected. Conditional receipts provide coverage only after conditions are met, while binding receipts, which are rare, offer temporary coverage. The effective date usually requires policy issuance, payment of the premium, and a statement of good health. Policies may be backdated up to 6 months to reduce premium costs. Constructive delivery, such as mailing the policy, counts as delivery, and the insurer may require a statement of good health before finalizing coverage.